Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. It is exactly 8:47 a.m. and we welcome to the program our beloved Councilor of Ward 9 in Lenasia Imraan Moosa of Jama-ah, who has scooped a seat in Parliament. Many congratulations to you. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the program.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Hajiani, Julie, hope all well, and also to the listeners of Salam Media.
Alhamdulillah. Oh, what a wonderful feeling to have heard that you have scooped a seat. Of course, our relationship goes back 10 years ago when I went on Hajj with my darling son and Khidmatul Awam. You were very involved with the organization at the time, and Alhamdulillah, I have the most wonderful memories of my Hajj and the support by you and your team. You guys went out of your way and really made my Hajj most memorable. And if that's the type of energy and care that you as a councillor has been, giving to the people in your ward, then Alhamdulillah, I guess that's the reason why you have scooped a seat in Parliament. Tell us about it and tell us about your journey going forward with Al Jama-ah.
Yes, no, I must be thankful firstly to Almighty Allah that He's given me this elevated position to make a difference in Parliament. And obviously it's at a macro level. And we know that at the moment I'm serving in Lenasia at a micro level, and many of the problems can be solved, I think, at the macro level where I can make a huge difference, inshallah. So that's what we're looking at, because that's where all the laws and policies, take place in Parliament. So basically, in a nutshell, I understand at ground level the problems that many of the communities are facing. For example, poverty and unemployment and many of the other issues. And I'm hoping that, inshallah, in Parliament that, I can influence certain laws and policies with regards to many of the issues, with regards to also protecting some of the principles and values that many of the divine religions reveal in terms of the divine books. So if we look at the Torah, Zabur, Injil, and the Quran, they're in harmony with many of the laws. And we find that presently in South Africa, some of the immoral laws are legalized. And we know in terms of the divine books, that actually causes destruction. One of my reasons to also go into Parliament is hopefully, inshallah, I'm hoping that with the power of Almighty, somewhere along the line, we can influence to amend those laws when it comes to gay marriages, LGBTQ, and abortion, etc., because those are legalized, and those are not only anti-Islamic, but rather anti many of the religions that we find ourselves to be believing in. So that's in a nutshell, yeah.
Subhanallah, we're very pleased to hear that. Also, of course, one of the other issues is the Bella Bill, which is really also what you're talking about and talking to. We're up in arms about that piece of legislation. So we hope that you are going to make a very meaningful difference. How does this change your personal life, Councillor?
Look, I'm just, my personality is such that you know me for a long while now. It's just that when I get stuck into work, I really commit myself passionately and dedicate myself to my work. And inshallah, like that, with that type of commitment, I'm hoping that, in Parliament, I'll be able to make that difference as well. In terms of the change, look, it will be in Cape Town, obviously not local government. It will be at national government, and where bills are passed and laws are passed. So, we'll try our best there to make a difference and try and influence the other parties to understand the consequences of immoral laws, for example, especially like you just mentioned now, the Bella Bill and many of the other ones as well,
My next and final question, maybe I should be posing this to Hanif Hendricks, the leader of the party. But do you think that your party might be considering coalitions with other smaller parties?
At this stage, it's very premature, Hajiani. The reason I'm saying it's premature, it depends on the values, principles, as I mentioned earlier, and we've got to be very careful as how we align ourselves. So that needs careful thought before we align ourselves with any parties. But that's still premature at this stage, and I think much discussions and understanding of this type of coalitions need to be understood as to the impact of what the policy change could be.
Okay, I'm sure you must be exhausted. You guys definitely burnt the midnight oil, but I guess the real work is going to now start. So we wish you all the very best. Keep up the amazing work. Lovely talking with you. And I'm certain we're going to have many, many more discussions, long, deep, hard discussions going forward. Go well, Allah be with you, and may your intentions always, always be in service for the people of South Africa. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah for the opportunity, Hajiani, and to Salam Media and to the listeners as well.
And that was our beloved Councilor Imraan Moosa. It is exactly 8:53. News and Views is moving along, and our next guest is standing by. That is you, Farid Tamala, Palestinian journalist, farmer, and political activist based in Ramallah. Can we go straight into this interview? And Farid is going to talk to us about understanding the complexities beyond the headlines with him as a Palestinian. Assalamu alaikum to you, Farid. Welcome to the program.